Hello there. Now we are ready to create our first ODI project. And in this project, we are going to transfer data from a flat file to a RDBMS table. For this project, I am going to use Oracle Trial Database. Oracle Trial Database comes up with built-in schema, and that is the reason I will suggest you to first install Oracle Trial Database, the details of which is provided in previous lectures. In case you have not installed Oracle Trial Database, I will suggest you to stop this lecture here and install Oracle Trial Database first and then resume this lecture. For this project, we need a flat file which can act as a source. This is my flat file. This is just a text file, and in this file I have all the continents. The first column is abbreviation, then name, and then the area of those continents in kilometers. Once I got the source file, let us start ODI Studio. Connect. It might take few minutes to connect, so that this is common. Now it's time to define the topology. In our case, the source file source data is coming from file, so we have to create topology under file technology. First thing, we go and mention the data server for files. In my case, the file is stored on my computer, so host data server is localhost for me. Test connection successful. Next, we have to create new physical schema under that data server, and this is where we mention the directory where the file is stored. So in the directory schema, I copied the directory path and I put it there in schema as well as work schema. Just save it. You will get this message. Say OK. Next, we're going to logical technology, and that's where we create logical architecture. Click on file again and right click, select new logical schema. It's very easy to create new logical schema. Just give name. I am going to call it my flat files. And I'm going to assign this logical schema to the physical schema. Henceforth, in all my projects, ODI is going to refer this logical schema name. It's not going to refer the physical schema name. This is how it relates that logical schema name with physical schema. Go to the designer, model, and create a new model folder. Save it, and under the model folder we are going to create a new model, and this is where we are going to mention the actual file name. Just mention the name, no need to mention the code defaults. Under the technology, we have to select file. Logical schema will be the name which we have given, the logical schema name, my flat files. Save it. And then under the new model, we have to create new data store. I'm giving the name same as the file name here, continents, and under the resource name, this is where I am going to select the file. This is how ODI knows which specific file it has to select as a source under the directory which was assigned to that logical schema. Go to the file, and here we mention that the heading, the first row is heading. That's what we have to mention. We have to also mention the file format. In my case, the file format is fixed, it's a space, so I mention that, and the first row is heading. That's what I'm mentioning here. Go to attributes and click reverse engineer. You will get this message. That's fine. Say yes. Here also say yes. Select local agent and click on OK. Wait for a few minutes. This is the source file which we just saw. It has abbreviation, continent names, and the land in kilometers, the same data which we saw in the file. Because it was fixed length, ODI doesn't know where to break, so we have to mention that. Now instead of C1 we mention that it's a C1, C2, C3. Now ODI knows that there are 3 columns. Now I am naming each individual column and providing the data type. So C1 is basically abbreviation, data type is string. I'm going to call C2 column 2 as name, and data type is again string. Column 3 is going to be area in kilometers. I'm going to call it area underscore km, and in this case the data type is number. I'm selecting numeric. So we are more or less done. We got the metadata here. This is metadata for the file, and it very clearly shows the name, the length, the start of that field, and the data type. Now if I go under the model data store, I see the continents file there, and if I click on that continent file and click on view data, it will bring the data from the file. So this is the data which is coming from the file. Now ODI has connected to the file and it has brought the data from the file. It is showing me the data. In this case, the ODI repository has metadata and it is showing me the data from the file. ODI repository as such does not have data, it only has metadata. And when I say view data, it has connected to the file and it is showing data from the file, not from ODI repository. Source is done. Let's go ahead and work on our target. Our target is going to be a table in Oracle database. In trial Oracle database, there is already built-in HR schema, and under that schema I am creating this table called continents. The table was successfully created. Let's go ahead to topology and create physical architecture for the source data store. In this case, source data is going to be in Oracle, so selected the technology as Oracle, and under Oracle I am creating a new data store. The data server name is going to be dbhr. It is in exe, and here I am going to provide the JDBC details. ODI always connects through JDBC for databases. In this case, it's a local host. My Oracle trial database is stored on my laptop, so I am providing the details of that local host, and ODI will connect using JDBC. Click on test connection, test successful. That means all the details provided correctly, and Oracle data integrator is able to connect to the target database. Next, like we did in file case, we have to create a new physical schema. This is easier than the file system. We just give the name of a new schema, and then we select the schema from the database. ODI has already connected to the database, so it already knows what all schema exist in the database. This is the list of the schemas which exist in my trial database. Because I created my target table in HR schema, I am selecting HR here. If you notice, before saving, the name of on the top tab is always in italic, like dbhr was italic. The moment I save it, it becomes normal. We're going to create logical schema now. So click on logical architecture, go to technology as Oracle, and under that right click, select new logical schema. Very easy, just give a name for new logical schema and associate that name with a physical schema which we just created. So my logical schema is now called db-hr. Go to designer, model, and it's time to create a new data model for the target table. I am mentioning the name of the target data model. The technology is Oracle. Logical schema which we just created is db-hr. Click on reverse engineer. This is where the reverse engineer knowledge module comes in picture. No need to change, it is standard, context global, and we are reverse engineering a table. Just click on reverse engineer, you get this message, say yes, and the reverse engineering will start. Because I have not mentioned a specific table name, reverse engineering is going to bring all the tables under HR schema. If I click on the model, I get the list of all the tables which reverse engineering has brought. This is just the metadata of the tables. It does not bring the data, it only brings the metadata, which is basically the definition of those tables. If I click on view data, then ODI connects to the database and it connects to the table and it shows me the data from that table. As we know, we have just created that table, so there is no data in that. Good. Now it's time to create a new project, because we have to bring the data from that flat file to this new table which we just created, and to do so we have to create a ODI project. So I'm just creating a new ODI project. I name it exp-ff-rt. You can name it anything you want. The moment we create a new project, ODI defaults all these folders under this project. The first thing we have to do for any new project is import the knowledge modules which we need. And knowledge modules are stored under Oracle Home in ODI and then SDK and then XML reference folder. The moment you give that folder, it imports all the knowledge modules under that folder. In our case, we are bringing data from file to Oracle database. We need corresponding knowledge modules. The first knowledge module we need is integration knowledge module, which is going to be SQL incremental update. Perfectly fine. The next knowledge module we will need is load knowledge module. This is load knowledge module to load the data from file to SQL data. At this moment we need only those two knowledge modules, load knowledge modules and IKM, the integration knowledge module. Perfectly fine. Click on OK. Wait for the import to finish. This is a report from ODI. What knowledge modules has been successfully imported. You can save this report if you want. There is no need to save the report. Let's go ahead and verify. Under loading we got the LKM file to SQL knowledge module. Under IKM we got the IKM SQL incremental update knowledge module. That's what we wanted. Now we have to create a new mapping between the file and the table. So let's go ahead and create new mapping. I'm going to name it map-ff-rt-con. Uncheck the checkbox, create empty dataset, provide a little bit description. Sorry for the typo here. It should be map flat file to relational table HR continent, but description is up to us. We can give any description. We are in the logical tab of mapping. This is where we have to drag the source model and the target data model. So go to the model and just open the continents data store which we just created. Just drag it in this mapping area. It's very easy. It's not copy and paste. Just click on that and drag it here. Same thing we have to do for the table, the target table. Just click on that continents and drag it here. That's it. After that we can map field by field. That is also very easy. Click on the source field and drag that field to the target field, the field where you want to map it. Same thing we are going to do for name, and same thing we are going to do for area kilometer, mapping it with land kilometer. Under the diagram there is a properties panel, and that panel shows all the properties, the joins, everything. While saving you will get this message, that's fine, say OK. Just that square makes things look good, little bit customizations to make it look good. And this is the property panel I was talking about. In that property panel you can see a lot of details like whether insert is allowed in this and update is allowed in this, whether it is a target table or it is a source table. All those details you can see in the properties panel. Let's do little bit exploring on the property side. This is very important. So spend some time on the properties panel, try to understand the fields in that. You have lot of good information there and you will need it for next project. So spend some time there and understand each detail available in properties panel. If you click on a table, it shows all the columns in that table and various other details. Controlled append means the every time the mapping is done, every time the data is transferred, ODI will delete existing data and insert a new data. So instead of that we said incremental update. In case of incremental update, it does not change, remove existing data, it just creates new data and wherever required it updates the existing data. So that's the difference. That's why we change the integration type as incremental update. Next tab there is a physical tab. This is where we can see how actually the data is being flowed from source to target, which knowledge modules are being used. If we notice here, there is a source group and target group, and within that target group there are two stages. The first one is called con underscore AP before the data makes it to continents. Let's look at the source first. In the source we see the execution knowledge module, and once we click on target, this is our target table. It shows the details of that. If I click on the target table directly, I see the continents is my table, and then the data store, the physical data store it shows, and then here it shows the integration knowledge module, and then the options for that integration knowledge modules. Each knowledge module comes up with various out of box options. We can play around with those options. This is the staging area I was talking about. Before data makes it to the target table, it goes in a staging area within the target database, and there is an option to mention what to do with that staging area in the properties panel. Okay, I am getting impatience. Now I want to run my interface and I want to bring the data. So go to the mapping, right click on run, and agent, just say local no agent and click on OK. I am curiously waiting for the message. Few seconds more. Here we go, session started. That means interface is running. There is a warning message, but this is not an error. This is just a warning that there is a mismatch between the size of the field, but for now we don't have to worry about it. It's just a warning, it's not an error, so it's not going to stop anything. The interface has started. In order to monitor the progress of that interface, we can go to operators tab in the ODI Studio. So that's operator tab, and in the operators tab we can find out the running jobs by various ways. Let's click on date, and this is the session which just ran. And as you see, click on steps and then you can see the details of each step. One of the step went in warning, no problem, because it has allowed for the following step to go ahead, and that has been successfully completed. So looks like the interface has gone through, and we should have our data in the target table. This is little more detail on the each step. So basically, if you double click on a step, it can go and see what code that step has executed, and that we can see for any of this step. Just click on the step and it will show you the task which it has run under that step. If you double click on that task, then it takes you to the further details, and that's where you can see the code which it has executed. These are basically SQL code, because in my case the target database is SQL database, it's Oracle database, so that's why ODI is running the code in SQL language. Very good, I can't wait any long. Let's go ahead and see our target table, whether the data has made it to the target table or not. Looks like it has. Let's go and double check. Let's go to continent table and say view data. Here we go. The data has come from file to our target table. So this concludes our project. We have successfully moved data from a flat file to our target table. If I go to the database and see my target table now, it has the data. Congratulations, this concludes our first project.